Welcome to ProLifeForMankind.com. We're talking today about the letters on the right hand of Our Lady of Guadalupe. I made this discovery. My book is currently right now out and ready for purchase at Amazon. If you'd like to buy the book, which is called The Warning, the Miracle, and the Name of Antichrist on the Tilma. It's available at Amazon right now for purchase. I got the price down to $5, I think, and 82 cents for the ebook, and about $10 for the paperback. Try to make it as cheap as possible for everybody. But I wanted to share with you the name of Antichrist I found on the right hand of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Now, Our Lady of Guadalupe is this image that we're talking about today of Guadalupe, and I found these letters on the Tilma of Guadalupe. If you look here where the cursor is right here, you'll see like a flashing yellow here on the screen. This is the letter F right here, where I saw the letter F. It's right on the right hand of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Right, what follows is the number 6. I'm kind of going around the number 6 here to let you know where it's at. And then we have the letter A right here. And then I believe this is the letter H. But again, this is my interpretation of what these first 4 characters are. For certain, there's a letter F, and there's a letter 6, and there's a letter A. That's for certain. But the 4th character, it kind of looks like an H. That's what I see there. And so here, on the other side here, I point out the letter F, 6A, H, and then sideways M was found a letter A and a T, and it makes the name AHMAT. And we know in Revelation, if you look at chapter 13, the beast of the sea, which is on the Tilma of Guadalupe Hydra, that this particular, the Antichrist will be the letter of his name, or the character of his name. So the letter will be F and the number will be 6. That's for certain. The Antichrist, his first letter of his name will start with the letter F, and his number is 6. This is what the Tilma of Guadalupe is warning us. Our Lady of Guadalupe is warning us. Look over here on the right hand, there's a rope around her right hand, which symbolizes enslavement to Antichrist, because he's going to mark and put his cipher on the right hand or on the forehead. So I wanted to show you something interesting. Now we know from the Muslim eschatology, we're talking about the end times as the Muslims see it. They believe that the Messiah will arise first, the forerunner, and that will be the 12th Imam. So I'm going to, before we go to that, I'd like to show you this. Here's another picture of the letters I found on the right hand of Our Lady of Guadalupe. F, 6AH, sideways M, an A and a T makes the name AHMAT, which means darkness. And then I also brought up this possibility of a possible other name of Antichrist would be F6AHMAT. So it would be Famamat, and that means they are Mama, which is really pretty scary that Antichrist and the 12th Imam would be referring to those two as being the mother of the ones who take the mark of Antichrist versus following Jesus and Mary. But as I go further here, I wanted to show you in my newest book, which is again out at Amazon, I wanted to show you what the 12th Imam's name is. It will be called Ahmad. Now, the 12th Imam is called Hazrat Muhammad. He'll be the forerunner, the one who comes before the Antichrist. The Antichrist, the Muslims call him Isa. He will be the false Jesus. They believe that Jesus will return, and he's going to come with Injil, the New Testament. There's 5 books in Islam, and one of the books is called Injil, and that's the New Testament. Isa is going to come with Injil and call himself Jesus, but his name will be on the Tilma. It shows Famat. But interesting, the 12th Imam, his name is Hazrat Muhammad. They're going to call him Ahmad or Muhammad. And here is his name. Look at the similarities between Famat and Ahmad. It's very similar, their names. So this is what the Tilma of Guadalupe shows, that there's going to be two antichrists that will rise together at the end of time, the 12th Imam and Isa. Isa will have Injil, which will be one of the books of Islam, one of their New Testament. It'll be called Injil, and the 12th Imam is going to arise, who will be the Messiah of Muslims, Hazrat Muhammad, who they will call Ahmad or Muhammad. So look at the similarities between the name I found on the right hand on the Tilma of Guadalupe, F6AHMAT, and the name of the 12th Imam, Ahmad. So if you're interested in getting my book, please do. I think you'll find it interesting. I found also on the Tilma again these years, and 2020 has been quite a year. You have to admit, I don't think there is anyone who would disagree that 2020 was not an apocalyptic year. And on the Tilma, I found the characters, the Tau, which is the 19th character of the Greek alphabet. I also found the Gamma, which is the third Greek letter of the alphabet, and then the Upsilon, 2020. So that's 117 years, and when you crisscross them, you get 3/19/2020. The Feast of St. Joseph, and the week after the pandemic, coronavirus or COVID-19 was called. So if you get a chance, my book is available at Amazon. Before I finish this segment of my video, I wanted to show you on the Tilma of Guadalupe the mark of Antichrist. Again, I said that I had shown you here that the first letter of Antichrist's name starts with the letter F. See? F, 6, A, and H. Makes the name Ahmad on this side. But I found that the cipher of Antichrist, there's a letter F on the Tilma of Guadalupe for the first letter of his name. It's between the Earth Beast Draco and Antipope. There's actual constellations on the Tilma of Guadalupe. On this side is the Earth Beast Draco, which is the Antipope. Recall in Revelation 13:11 that a beast of the earth arose. And on the Tilma, that's symbolized by Draco. On the other side is the sea beast, symbolized as a constellation Hydra. And recall in Revelation 13:11 also about a beast of the sea arising, and they're right between the hands. Well, there's an actual letter F, which I found on the Tilma of Guadalupe, and I have to go back here to show you. Here it is. Okay, so there's the letter F, and it's going to look something like this, the cipher. And you can see here the letter F is defeated under the Tau cross. There's the Tau cross and Our Lady. The letter F is right under the Tau cross, which just shows victory over the mark of Antichrist. So before we end this video, I want to show you on the Tilma of Guadalupe. See right here on with my yellow cursor, this is called Ophiuchus. It's the serpent holder. It's an actual constellation at the head of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And this represents the 12th Imam. Right under that constellation is called Scorpio. It represents the first sting. Remember from the talks about, I guess, well, I was reading in my book. I had to go back to the book of that I written on the timeline on the Tilma, and basically, this first sting is referring to the book of Revelation, the first woe of Revelation. So right under Ophiuchus, which represents the serpent holder, this is the constellation of a man holding a snake, because he's going to bring he's called the big horn in Daniel, Ophiuchus, which represents the 12th Imam. The 12th Imam is a forerunner of Antichrist or Isa. He's going to be the one to introduce the snake himself. That's why he's holding the snake. The constellation is holding the snake. He represents the 12th Imam, the big horn. And then the little horn, as we go over here, as I showed you before, Draco and Hydra are right between the hands of Our Lady. So up here you got Ophiuchus, which represents, Ophiuchus represents the 12th Imam, the serpent holder. Draco represents the false prophet, the earth beast. Draco is a constellation. These constellations are really on the Tilma. It's amazing. They're actually on the Tilma. And then Hydra represents the sea beast or the Antichrist Isa. So you got the 12th Imam, the forerunner of Antichrist, who comes first. Then you have Hydra, the sea serpent, the sea beast, Hydra, who represents Isa, the Antichrist, the false Jesus. And then Draco, the anti-pope, which is Draco is the earth beast. You can read about the earth beast and the sea beast if you look at Revelation chapter 13. But that's my, I want to show you, to explain to you, there's going to be 3 particular Antichrist arising at the end of time. So you can read about this in my latest book, my newest book. I explain more in detail. And of course my other 2 books, which are at Amazon. Thank you for watching this video. Here's my recent finding, 1903 to 2020, the last 117 years on the Tilma of Guadalupe. My newest book now is available. You don't have to wait till December 12th. The Morning Miracle and Name of Antichrist on Tilma. My 2 latest books, Timeline on the Tilma and 3 Antichrists of Revelation, available at Amazon. And the last 117 years on the Tilma of Guadalupe towards year 2038. Well, thank you for watching this video. Remember, we're living in the last days. Pray fast and live a pure life. Give your heart to Jesus. Pray for an end to abortion, and please elect Donald J. Trump. God bless.